What's up, YouTube? It's me, King. We back. Give yourself a round of applause because we're here. Today's video topic is the most important thing that you can have as a man. This right here is the biggest asset to your life. No matter what, everything else don't even come close. This right here is the biggest thing that you need. Because once you have this, everything else becomes possible to achieve. It becomes believable to accomplish. So you must have it. And that is, you must have worth in yourself. You must know your worth as a man. That's a must. It is mandatory. You must do it. You must know your worth as a man. And I know we live in a society today where it's a lot of downplaying man roles. It's a lot of man ain't shit. It's a lot of my baby daddy ain't shit. It's a lot of I don't need a man. It's a lot of, just throwing dirt on a man's name. But that can only affect a certain group of men, right? If you watching this channel, it shouldn't be affecting you. You shouldn't even be concerned with that. That should be just filtered out of your thinking. Because you should already know they not talking about you. Because you got worth. You have worth. It's not, you not shit. You are the shit. You're different. You bring a lot to the table. You bring yourself to the table. And you are worthy. You must view yourself as such. And you must be doing things that make you worthy. See, those talking points can only be talked about with men who are lazy, who don't bring it to the table, who don't know their self-worth, who don't have confidence, who struggle, who's needing, right? They need that person who's chasing and that thirsty energy. But when you a man who know your worth, who attract things, who is grinding, developing his own stability, security, who is outside of need, you don't need, then that shit don't even bother you because it's not about you. And even when somebody says that about you, right? Even when a girl try to use that as ammo towards you, it don't work because it's inaccurate. You understand that they're just trying to get an emotional pull out of you. And when you know your worth, you have emotional control. You got all these things that come from knowing your worth. You got all these characteristics that's developed just by you simply knowing your worth. Who are you? Why are you put on this earth? Your purpose. These are things that you gotta think about. These are things that gotta be circling in your head. The thought processes that you have gotta be different from the mass majority. You have to be different. Right? Listen. Nobody is gonna tell you that you're worthy. It's a lot more popular to hate. It's a lot more enjoyment in talking about somebody's downfall. It's a lot more entertainment to see somebody struggle. But you gotta motivate yourself. You have to believe that you can get to that higher level. You have to be the one to do it. To set the example for you. When you don't have any examples around you, when you come from an environment where there's no role models, you have to be your own role model. Something that I like to do is I like to envision myself in the future. I like to see myself 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line and picture my life and make sure that right now, the way I'm living right now reflects it to a degree, right? I like to make sure that I'm moving in that direction. because I know the me in the future is gonna bring more value than the me right now. But in order for me to get to that level, I actually have to get to that level. I have to take the steps. I have to proceed in that direction. And I can only do that when I feel like I'm worthy. When you feel like you're worthy, you move mountains with your words. When you feel like you're worthy, you can do all things. There's no limiter. It's all about self-belief and self-motivation. Get your ass up and do it, right? Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody negative talking points hold you back. You know how some people deflect, right? You ask them a question and they deflect on a whole nother topic. That's how you gotta do with the bullshit. When the bullshit come your way, it gotta be like Magneto's fucking mask, Magneto's fucking crown. The bullshit cannot enter your mind. You gotta take control over that. Nobody else can have control over your own mind. It's yours. Take ownership of it. Control it. Better it. Right? Knowing your self-worth is vital. It's the most vital thing you can do. It's the most vital thing you can do. It helps you not tolerate bullshit. It helps you move on. It helps you get through everyday life. It helps you with your confidence. It reflects in your career. It reflects in you how you talk. It reflects in how you walk. It reflects in your body. It reflects in the grind that you put in. It's reflecting on everything. It all comes back to your mind. It's a mental game. That's game. Right? A lot of dudes ask, what's game? Game is just know-how. And you gotta know how to perceive yourself. You gotta perceive yourself as worthy. You bring worth to the environment around you. You bring value. You're unique, you're different. Stay in your own lane and don't sway off the path. If you can stay in your own lane, you have no choice but to go straight. You have no choice but to get there. Just know your worth. You a king. We all kings and queens. I don't care what social media got to say. I don't care what the internet got to say. I don't care what the people around you have to say. They are not you. And your opinion on yourself should be worth more than their opinion on you, because they are not you. So view yourself pridefully. Have pride in your demeanor. Have pride in how you carry yourself. Carry yourself with a little more like arrogance, with a little more flair, a little more charm. Just a little more. 1% every day. Just a little more. And you're gonna get to a point where you're charming, where the thought of you not being shit don't even enter your head. You see a post on Instagram of a girl saying, man, they shit. You're not even caught up thinking to yourself like, man, why do she feel that way about dudes? You don't even care. Because you're not gonna attract girls like that anyways. You're gonna attract girls who see value in man. Because you're valuable. You get that? It's a mental game. Do you understand? It's like if you grow up rich, you're not gonna have that feeling of poorness. You're not gonna have that feeling of hunger. Not the same degree as somebody who's poor. They not gonna have, a poor person isn't gonna have that feeling of abundance with money because they don't got it. They can get to that point by changing things, by becoming different, by going after it, and then they can change. And once you get to that point, you know what they say, you forgot where you came from. You know they say that. You know they be like, oh, you don't even hang around us no more. You don't even hang around certain people. You're not even in certain environments anymore. You change. Like, that's not the goal. The goal is to change. The purpose is to change. We do not want to be the same. Why the fuck do you want to be the same? Is that going good for you right now? Is it? No. Do better. And even if it is going good, you can always do better. There's always more to get out of this life. It's abundance. It's a lot. And it likes giving. That's that feminine nature in existence. It likes to give, to offer up. You gotta untap that. But you can only do that when you feel yourself as worthy. If you're not worthy, the door's not gonna open. If you're not worthy, the door is not gonna open, and you ain't gonna be able to walk through into that other room where it's greener grass. Your ass is gonna stay on the side of the door in your own personal torment and hell, because you don't even have the wherewithal to understand that behind that door is greener grass. Or maybe you do, you just don't feel yourself worthy to enjoy that. You holding yourself back when you do that. So that's the video for today, man. Know your worth. Come back here for free game. Bye.